Hello, and welcome back to another Avatar video with the Avatar Last Airbender universe if it started over. The file for the last video, was saved, but the thing is, when you save a file for this, it doesn't save the layers, it saves it as a 2D image, and I lost my old file because there's, a whole thing with the power, going out, and, so I lost that file. So now I have this file, which is the same, but except it just has one layer and there's no extra information. I'll add that back later. But right now I'm on a bit of a time crunch to make this video, so sorry. We'll have it back next video. But okay, let's dive into it. And yeah. So as you see, this video is called Civil Wars, It's mainly going to be focused on the Dark Red team, spoilers. So basically there's civil unrest in the Dark Red team about their whole, union, and people are feeling like there's some, cultural assimilation going on, where the Dark Red team is, assimilating, and, the brown team over here, it has its own distinct culture, but they feel like the Dark Red team is trying to assimilate their culture, and they want their own culture back. So they are going to split because the brown team, not the whole team, yeah. Because the brown team it was hey, we don't want to be part of this giant union if you're gonna culturally assimilate us. So yeah, and then so they disband the union. And this is kind of they're kind of okay with it. It's not their favorite to lose a big part of the country. But, then it just, kind of cascades, other rebellions are thinking, if they can succeed from, this kind of, union of, then they're why can't we secede? So they do secede. I gotta find, a good color. Color. Sure, this color, the plum color. Very plummy. So, over here in the west, near the brown team. Oh my goodness, not the whole thing. Just where I designated. There you go. Plum team gets this area because they're hey, we want this land, and they start fighting and trying to take more land. They basically want to take all the yellow team land because they've also been feeling about culturally assimilated, but the Dark Red team is still very strong, so they kind of take a huge swath of land. They realize there's no way we can fight the Dark Red team, so we just have to take our territory and just be okay with it. So they make a peace treaty, and they have this land, and that kind of looks ugly. They have this land actually, so they agree with that. They try to stop more rebellions from coming out. But in turn, them trying to stop rebellions only brewed up more rebellions because they're kind of being forceful, no rebellions, you do not. And so a large portion of the country rebels, specifically because they wanted to stop rebellions. It's fun. We have lavender over here in this part of the country. Very nice lavender color. And they're you know what? We give up. We don't want to fight these rebellions. We don't want more rebellions. We just want to keep the territory we have. And these territories are pretty loyal to Dark Red, and they decide to stick on and like still be dark red territory, but like dark red really lost a lot of land over here, and now these people take back some of the colonies that they had. Like brown team took back their colony over here. There's kind of and brown team also kind of took this area back from the colonizers, and like then also like this area, and the lavender team and the plum team also take some of brown's possessions as like reward, or just like like because they're kind of acting a bit like the plum team and the lavender team are kind of like acting like the old yellow team that they had. Like they're very similar ideals, so they kind of like take some of the land back that the yellow team owned, and also just some of this land. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's also the wrong color. Why did I pick that color? Darn, get. Yeah. They also take this land. I don't know. Colonizers and alright. But with the dark red team losing this land, they're kind of like, hey, then we want new land to make up for all this land we lost over here. So they take huge swaths of land over here and take this area. The yellow team takes this small area and a bit of over here. It's just still expanding quite a bit. Because they still want to like take over all this, but it's slowed down a bit. But like dark red team really wants to expand because they lost a lot of land. So wow, expand and land. They rhyme. What a great time. I don't know, yeah. Okay. So, have that. And it's all going along well and checking, or psych, it's not going well because remember this rebellion up here where like they didn't want to like this Fire Nation, but like Fire Team Rebellion wanted to, one didn't want to like hurt, and like they're over colonizing because this is like the yellow was firebenders, and like up here they just didn't want to wage war with the firebenders, and this whole thing happening. Well, these two areas decide to join back here. So it's like they're kind of disconnected, but like in spirit they're connected. I don't know. They have spirits up here. The northern portal is right up there, so you know, very spiritual. In spirit they're connected because they're close to spirits. I don't know. So that's kind of happening. Rebellion, and these teams are kind of mad about it, so they're like, if you are going to take our land, then we are gonna take this land. And I don't know. And dark red team also takes a bit of the land over here because they want to. They want land. We went over this. Were you watching the video? If you didn't know this, you know. So, boom, ba-doom, 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 boom, boom. Yeah, that kind of looks ugly. There. Got this land over here. And the light gray team over here is like, hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. And a hey, and they love hay, I don't know. I take these lands over here, across the river, and then the dark gray team wants to keep on expanding across the coast because, I mean, have been. And yeah, I feel like a lot of this area has been like discovered, like nope. No. All this area has been discovered. So giant coastline of stuff, because like why not even in here? Because they discovered it. Doesn't actually, honestly, it doesn't actually matter if they discovered it already, but it's just like here they expanded a lot, took these islands. They're like, new land, yummy, my favorite flavor. My favorite flavor, new land flavor. Coming to your local supermarket today. I don't know. And then the pink team over here decides that they want to expand across this peninsula. So they're like cool like that. And so does this team. So they're expanding a lot. Because honestly, a lot of untapped land over here. So, yeah. And this area, again with like remote areas, they are like, hey, we have different stuff over here, and like we want to do our own thing. So I mean, this probably would have taken longer in like the actual time, but like we're just gonna do it right away for the sake of convenience. They split because they're like, we want to have our own land over here and be cool like that. No, not all that. They are not that rebellious. Although they wish they could be, probably. And they take all of this land, got some water bending, and got some non-bending, and got some air bending, a lot of variety. And they take these two islands, but they don't take this island because, I don't know, because maybe this island's like super important to like trade or something over here, and they want to keep it, so sure, who cares. Wait, now we have a new like dark green team over here. So they're around and kicking. How much are they kicking? I don't know. Oh wait, did I ever expand the dark gray team? I thought I would. Well, they're expanding now. Expanding quite a bit because I want them to expand. Go dark gray team. I don't know. Go dog go. Go the dog. Honestly, I'm just gonna like, I don't know, all this like brown is honestly a bit like annoying having to go over, so I'm just gonna like be like, whoa, they found the whole continent? Wow. So cool of those explorers and like some of the islands down here. Maybe these islands can remain undiscovered, but like, I don't know. I like the white better. Don't take that out of context. Don't take the context of me liking white better than brown. Yeah. If you know, you know. Okay. On another note, this lavender team expanding over here because they're like land. Acting like Mr. Krabs again, eh? If you get the reference, then good job for watching my previous episodes. Because, I mean, this is a series, so if you haven't watched the previous episodes, then go back and watch them. But we have that area that's around, pretty cool along this river. or hot. I don't know if it's hot river or cool river. You tell me. Here we have the Siwang Desert. Cool. But rebellion, you might be saying. Well, we look over to this area. Where you see there's a lot of like foreign colony holdings again over here. And like decolonization is kinda happening a bit. A lot of rebellions are happening over here, and like rebelling in a way of like decolonization. Decolonizing rebellion, it sounds weird. But yeah. They're like, hey, that kinda is an ugly color to be honest, but don't tell them that. And then like there's a rebellion over in this pink territory, over in this red territory that wants to come back to the pink territory. Because they're like, territory? I love territories. Because they're like, hey. And then the yellow team was like, hey, get out of here, skedaddle. And they take that land because there's honestly a bit of rebellion. No, they didn't want to join them because, if anything, they wanted to, like, go to a better place. This is a dictatorship, but, like, dictatorships be dictatorships. So, if you know what I mean. This team decides to take back this area because, like, because it's, like, a very slim strip of land, and they took it over, and, like, a lot of people used to live here on this team, and they're like, hey. And, like, the salmon team, this team, this grayish light team decides to give them back their area because they're like, hey. And same with the black team, they decide to give them back their area. Like, you can have it because they want to be like nice and like make allies over here a bit, and so that's happening. Purple team over here is actually doing very well because they actually have like a bunch of different like cultures, and like they're expanding, and they want more land because, well, they're expanding, and they're actually facing a bit of overpopulation problem. Not like yet, but like they're getting a bit crowded. So they make a treaty with the Plum Land that is like, they make a military alliance in trade for this area of their territory. And they also make that alliance with the Lavender team, which in trade with this area of their territory. So wait, that's not the right color. Whoops. I mean, this team, boom, that area. And because like they're going really large, they're actually getting a bit of a strong military. So if they're ever attacked, then they have a strong military alliance with the purple team over here. So I don't know. It's a good deal. You tell me. I'm not. I don't know. Deal-age. This orange area kind of rebels a bit and joins the blue team because they're like, hey, we don't want to be on the orange team. But an area of the blue team over here rebels a bit and actually joins the orange team because they want like their old ancestral lands back that they had before. So that happens. That's about it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff that makes my channel successful. Because, successful channel is good for success. Who would have thought? Wow. I never knew that. A successful channel is good for success. Not success, though, because I don't like chess. I don't know. Goodbye. Goodbye, Avatar nerds.
This place is worse than a mush!